We all this week, we have been honoring our veterans and saying a special thanks and what they mean to us. We're joined now by two very special guests, Staff Sergeant Patrick Shannon, the co-founder of Helping Hands for Freedom, and his beautiful daughter, Brenna.
Hi, Brenna.
Nice to have you guys with us.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Let's start off talking about the mission statement
Right.
of this organization.
You know, really the mission of Helping Hands for Freedom is really to focus on the family unit, and to help them in any way we can. Right? So we focus on everything from ensuring that the family unit is taken care of, and that might mean that it's a football camp or a baseball camp for the kid, or it might mean some type of family assistance as far as monetary, you know, making sure that they have the funds that they need. But our biggest thing is taking care of the family of the fallen, of the wounded, and deployed in any way we can.
Well, you had it firsthand. You were in Iraq. Could you tell us about your injuries and what happened to you?
Sure. November 29th, 2006, I was the PTT officer in Ramadi, Iraq, which I don't know if you guys remember, but Ramadi was crazy. That was the time in 2005 and 6 when Fallujah, Ramadi, everything, they called it the Wild West, and it was crazy. And my mission was to train the Iraqi police officers. The PTT, I was a PTT officer, Police Transition Team Unit, and we were to take care of them and train them, everything from CQB to, which is close quarter battles, being able to train them up and make sure they would be able at some point to take over the mission on their own. And on that day, coming back from the mission a little after noon, a little after 12 o'clock, a mortar came in, a large Chinese mortar came in and hit next to me. And at that point I was medevaced. But before that, I didn't realize I was hit quite as substantially as I was. So I did carry 2 different men off the battlefield, and my doc is like, hey, I think we got some issues, you know, and you don't realize with that intensity, you know, what happened.
What happened to you? What were they?
I was hit with shrapnel on the left side. The blast ripped the back of my retina wall, and you know, has caused me, you know, blindness today in the left eye. But at that time, I was medevaced out to Landstuhl, Germany, where I spent a couple weeks, and then Walter Reed Hospital, where I remained for the next 6.5, 7 months.
Wow.
Well, what happened to your family during those 6 months when you were there?
Well, I mean, my wife, my beautiful wife that's in the audience, and I want to appreciate her for always being there for the family, but it's something that, you know, you really can't explain because they don't know the severity of what's going on. So I know when she first got that phone call, you know, she didn't know how severe it was and what was going to happen. Sure. But once you get to Walter Reed, there's so many different things, right? So that family unit, if your wife's working or if it's the other way around and the husband's working, they have to go on a leave of absence. They have to leave whatever their job is, so their monetary means that they're making money, because we don't make a lot in the military, you know, has now gone to the wayside. So there's a lot of problems that result from that.
How does that lead you to where you are today, that experience with this organization?
Sure. So, you know, I ran into some of those problems as well, because, you know, you don't always get, when you're injured, right? So you don't always get the money right away. The government takes a while to be able to get that. And that happened to me, and we weren't able to pay. We got behind on some of the bills and some of those types of things just because of what happened. And there was some 501c3s, you know, the Wounded Warrior Project and some other 501c3s that helped our family get caught up until we received the funds from the government in order to take care of that. So that's how I kind of got started into the whole program.
Let's talk about Dream Chasers.
Sure.
What is that, and how does that work in conjunction with?
Yeah, so Dream Chasers is a program that basically we started because there's so many kids that go away. And when you talk to your kids, when you go away, they always say, you know, hey, Dad, when you get back, I want to go to a ball game. Hey, Dad, when I get back, I want our mom, or whatever. You know, hey, I want to go to Disney World, or I want to go to Disneyland.
And you know you make those promises.
You have to make those promises, right? Because you want them to feel at ease when you're gone. You want them to feel at ease and know that you're coming home. You're always going to do that, whether you're a man or a woman. And there's a lot of stories where those kids don't have their father or their mother that come back. So we want to make sure that we can fulfill those dreams. And, you know, sometimes it's Disney World, sometimes it's going to a football game or a baseball game or whatever it is, whatever dream that last parent told them, we're going to ensure that it happens.
Well, Brenna, I know you were one of the first children to actually benefit from this program, so tell us where you ended up going.
Well, I've always loved Full House, and so me and my dad watch it together, and then when my dad was gone, I would watch Full House, and it would always just make me happy. And Uncle Jesse was my favorite.
He was everybody's favorite.
And so he actually called me the day before Easter.
He called you?
Yeah. We actually have.
Yeah, we want to hear.
We have, I think, the one side of that conversation, but we have some footage of that, right? That you want to share with us. Let's take a look.
Yeah, how was it being in Full House? One of my favorite ones is from season 1, the one where you go to Lake Tahoe. It was like you never got any privacy, so you wanted to take a break and move away, and the girls tricked you to come back home. Thank you for talking to me. You too. Okay. Bye.
Oh, that is the sweetest
First of all, I just
thing.
want to say to John Stamos, thank you for doing that, because I know a lot of times celebrities get asked to do things.
Sure.
Yeah.
And to pick up a phone call and have that say, I want to know how excited were you?
I was excited because I love Full House. That's all I watched. Like that's all I watched, and I've always wanted to meet him, and then it was cool getting that phone call.
Yeah, it's true. We could tell you watched. You knew all the story plots there that you were going through.
We spoke about it forever afterwards.
Well, you know what? It's dream catchers now, because you chased it and you caught that dream, and that's wonderful. What you do. We have a dream that you would sing for us.
Yes.
Yeah? You feel like it? Will you do it for it? All right. When we come back later on, towards the end of the show, we're going to have you up.
But first, we just want to tell you, on behalf of Home and Family, we want to present you with a gift of $1,000 for Helping Hands.
Wow.
There you are. There you go.
Thank you.
Helping Hands for Freedom.
Thank you very much.
There you go. On behalf of all of us here at Home and Family, thank you.
Yes,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank you, Brenna.
Me, la, 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 la. Get that voice warmed up. All right, a big thank you. If you'd like to know more information, please go to helpinghandsforfreedom.org. Stick around the corner. Brenna's going to be singing the national anthem when we come back. All right, and of course we're going to be shifting gears now. We're talking about Operation Gratitude. We have all those presents in the room. We've got to send them overseas.
We do.
We need some help with that when we come back.